I mean with the history.
Okay.
So there are some things that needs to be consistent. So should in case it's not the same, like these lines, this very line now is the same way it is for everything. Or see where I put this one, this is not correct. So it has to be consistent. Like the way this one is now, it has to be consistent. The same font and everything. So don't mind my arrangement. I was just trying to save time. So now for the surgery, we have um, different surgery. So I mean for the history rather. So this one is enter chronic disease if any. So this is a free test. So this is going to be a free test. So have chronic disease, surgeries, medication. This is a free test. But when it comes to allergies, these allergies, they can search for the allergies from the list of allergies. So searching for allergy, as you type, you get suggestions, you pick, it comes here. So I don't know what it's going to, what this thing is, how this thing can arrange it, should in case that they have more, because I know if you're adding more allergies, it can be shifting this one up. But what happens if you have more than two rows? Eh?
Maybe you can make it a list with unscrollable vertically.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I think that is, yeah, let's just be. So but if it's one, if it's one item, it shouldn't, this allergy shouldn't be this high.
Okay, sir.
Mm. So yeah, I think that's a good one. Should be scrollable vertically. So so it's searchable, and you can add to the list of allergies. So likewise, family medical history, should this be also, this one, let us make this one just a free okay, see, let's swap this, we'll swap this family history. Eh? Can you hear me?
Yes, but I don't understand the swapping. Like, move it to the other place.
Yes, move it to this place, move this one to this side. So this one, there's nothing to search, let it just be a free test.
Okay.
So let's just know that we have the scrollable item to the ending of this page. Okay, so we have this now. So we just swap it. So this is going to be enter, not search. So should in case my placeholders too are not correct, the way I'm naming them, correct these placeholders to match what we are trying to fill in. So if the allergy, sorry, let me pick this call. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. What test is that? Well, I don't know. Is it this full blockant that we set up that yesterday? So is it a new computer that the doctor used to order it, or use your computer, use your own computer to try to order that same test? So see, if it works on your own, go on that very computer, go and clear the cache. Shey you know how to clear cache. Try it on your computer first. Hello, Jude. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can actually add a new allergy. So when you click on add new allergy, it's going to bring up this pop-up. This one, this add new allergy. So just like what you've done here, you should do the same thing again. So yeah, as you are typing, let it try to get from existing. Let it try to check if it already exists.
Okay.
Okay. So the next one is okay. Now this history. Now you know when we are doing that when we are doing that data. I mean that eye clinic something. We added that history. This history to it. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, we added history. There's a table, there's a column on the table, on the patient's table named history. So all these things normally, all of them is going to be stored as an array. So the titles are going to be the, all these headings are going to be the array keys that you will store, you convert it to JSON and store in the database. So we have chronic disease, surgeries, medications. Allergy is going to be on its own entirely. It's not going to. Okay. uh for the allergies too. So now for the allergies, when it's going to insert into the history, when it's inserting into the history, should it insert, so we should just have, I think it should have another column that is going to house the allergies. Yes, so we have another column that is going to store the allergy. All these ones can now be in the history table. This allergy will be on a column, I mean, on a different table on its own. So every patient, the allergies will appear on that table, because this allergy, it's standardized. So there's a standard code, like you can see here, allergy. You have the SNOMED code and the Loins code. So if you add them, it's going to be difficult to get any data with it. So also have social history, then others history. So this button is not needed here. Since I've deleted something, I've deleted something, or the whites.
The background.
Yeah. uh, wow. But you can work with it now. You already understand. You can work with it.
Yes.
So we have review of systems. Review of systems. So this one they just enter this thing. So now in this CVS, hmm?
Okay.
So I would like us to, because what they normally type in this CVS is usually the vital signs that has been taken. So I noticed that they always retype the vital signs again. So what I'm looking at in the CVS, if we can have it in such a way that in the CVS, once you're in this page, it pulls the current visits vital signs and puts them line by line. Temperature, hyphen the value, pause the hyphen the value, fill it there, and it should be pre-filled, so that if they want to change anything, they can, instead of them to start typing it again, go in there, look here, copy it here, let it be pre-filled in their notes.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so
That
if
means the height will be the height of that text area.
uh no, like everything is test area now, so you can drag it. It's not that you should if they want to see more now, they can drag it and expand it as they want.
Okay.
So all these ones are free test, there's nothing much happening here. So now in the diagnosis, so diagnosis, they are going to search for disease. So search from list of disease, and once they select a disease, it appears here, and they can remove the disease. So if they add a new disease, it's going to have this pop-up. So there's this disease name, I see the code remark. So like I also said, if you are trying to add a new thing, you should check that it doesn't exist. Then we have plan. So under the plan, we have by default, it will just show this menu, add investigation order, right? It's not going to have all these things listed here because you've not added anyone. So now when you click on add investigation order, it's now going to bring up a pop-up. Now, unlike what we have here now, here that you search full blood count, see, you can see now you have full blood count, you have full blood count. So some people will write FBC. Some people, sorry, hello, yeah.
It's working on my system, so I want to go and clear the cache.
All right. So so that we avoid all these um, common errors that has been happening. So what I want us to do is this: is when you click on this add, there are two add order, add investigation order, add. So when you click on add investigation order, it now brings up this pop-up. Okay, so now this pop-up is going to list out the different test categories. You know, in pathology tests, there are different categories of tests. So if you go to setup, if you go to setup, um, laboratory test, yes, test categories. So these are the different test categories available. So these categories is what will be listed in this left hand side here. So when you click on, by default, what is going to be highlighted is the all tests. Are you with me, Jude?
Yes, sir.
So by default, what is
It's
going to
still
be
being
highlighted?
recorded now, Abi.
Yes, it's recording. So what is going to be highlighted is all tests. So all tests will be the defaults, and that all test is going to list out all the tests. So it's going to list it all the tests. So all the tests will be listed out. You know, it's not going to have anything here by default. It is when you now select a particular item. When you click on an item, it comes here. Click on any item, it comes here. And anyone that you've selected, it's grayed out. Like you can see it here, is this one is lighter.
Yes.
So there's going to be a scroll, horizontal scroll. Yeah, there's going to be a horizontal scroll that you can scroll. So this text, it should, this pop-up should be big enough. Like if this is the it will have a minimum height, right? The minimum height, something like this, but the maximum height should be, okay. Oh no, it should not have minimum height. The minimum height is what is going to fit in the content, but the maximum height should be like 90% of the screen size, so that after the 90%, whatever is left is now scrollable. Not that you have this small item while you have enough big screen and you are scrolling within this small thing.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So whatever you selected comes up here, and it's going to be great at here. So now if you want to now move by different categories, so let's say you click on hematology, it's now going to load, it's going to call an API that is going to get all the hematology tests available, right? And you can now see add. I think we have to even add a category to it, so that it's going to make more sense. So we can add, let's say this is chemistry. So you get the idea now. So it's going to show the category that the test belongs to. So it's going to be as it is, like it's going to show for all of them. So you can add and remove. So you can navigate by categories, and you can click all tests, let everything show by default. So now when you are done prescribing, you click on done prescribing, and when you are done prescribing, whatever that has been here will now show in this place. So I would like this very feature to be done with uh, PHP. Like you should use section, because they can refresh their page for whatever reason, and after typing all these many things and they just refresh their page, they shouldn't be able to lose their data.
Okay, sir.
So it should not be HTML. No, just we use PHP for the thing to store it in sections. So
Okay, sir.
now, if the particular test that you are looking for does not exist, you can now click on add new test. When you click on add new test, then it's going to bring up where is that pop up? Okay, so this is add new test pop up. So you can now select a category, enter the test name, enter the test short code, the lines code. So these are the compulsory field. So the compulsory field needs to obey the validation rule. So this compulsory field has to be obeyed. So I think this is a select. So let them select from the list of categories that is available. Okay.
Yes,
So moving on to the next one. So the same thing that we have for pathology
investigation.
test, we have for imaging. So they are similar thing, just that imaging has different. It's going to get it from different table.
All right, sir.
So the next one now is okay. I think there's a investigation flow chart. So now, while on this place, they may want to the doctor may want to know the previous investigation that has been done. I think there's supposed to be two buttons here. There's supposed to be two buttons here. One is investigation flow chart. One is previous investigations. So let's call this previous investigation. So they should be I think they should just have different color. It's not making sense for them to have the same color, so that can can so let us have this color stroke. So so we have a previous investigation and a investigation flow chart. So when you click on previous investigation, so the doctor should be able to see the previous investigation so far. So this is the previous investigation menu pop up rather. So previous investigation, this is the previous investigation. So now you have serial number, dates, diagnosis, physician, view visit notes, copy prescription. So you can see that on these dates, when the doctor diagnosed of malaria, different diseases, and you can see the physician name, and you can actually copy that prescription batch. So normally, this copy is just going to copy the batch code. I think let's just add 2 rows here. So I think you should have batch code. So you should have a batch code. You should have a batch code. So this that copy, what the copy is going to do actually is just copy this batch code, so that when you get to where you are prescribing, once you paste it, it's just going to do it in the background and use that batch code, get all the current medicine and re-prescribe it. So what happens is that doctors, once they are consulting for a new patient, they try to see what the previous doctor gave, and see the reaction that the patient is reacting. If the patient is improving, let's say it's a follow-up, so it looks at the previous prescription, and if it's working, they prescribe it again. If it's not working, they look for another kind of medicine that does that same thing. Shey you get? So this copy will just copies it, and when they are now as the prescription. Okay, sorry, am I in investigation? Okay, I'm in investigation, so I've not gone to. So just know that this place copies. Once you click on this copy, it's going to copy the batch code. So now when you look at previous
For previous investigation.
previous users, okay, this is the wrong one. Even this diagnosis too, there's still previous diagnosis. Okay, there's no need of previous investigation, so let's leave it as a investigation flowchart. So there's no previous investigation. Let's leave it as it's prescription that has previous prescription. So let's leave it as um, investigation flowchart. So it's going to, let's make this one red back. So now when you click on investigation flowchart, it brings this pop-up. So this pop-up will show you all the investigation that they've done. By this left hand side here, you have the unique investigations listed out. Then by the right hand side here is the times that they've ordered that investigation and its corresponding results. So let's say full blood counts. They've ordered full blood counts twice. One, two.
This test is for the patient regardless of which visit.
Yes, this previous investigation is the patient regardless of the visit. So, but it's only bringing it you by is sorting it together. The unique tests listed
Okay.
top to bottom, then all the number of times that they've done it. I think we should add some things to the bottom, like we should add some things to the bottom. It's not going to make sense. So have ordered by Dr. XYZ 2024 11:01 9:45 p.m. So it should get enough details. It cannot just be like that. So most of this thing, they don't need to have a fixed width. But since they don't need to have a fixed width, they can have a fixed height, like so far that it matches the parameters. But the things that is overflowing can overflow to the right so that they can scroll. Like
Okay.
each item should have a fixed height, like for full block, and since they have the same parameters, they should have the same. So have ordered by, so have results by. So let's put who released the results by. Okay, so let's just add this Dr. SYZ. Let's add his specialty, so you can know if he's a neurosurgeon, he's a cardiologist. It's shake. You get. So it's going to be applied
Okay.
to all of them. So this scroll should come down. So when you click on the view investigation flowchart, so you can now see all the investigation flowcharts. So the unique names by the left, then the individual times that test has occurred, they can get to see it with a glance, in a glance. See, this is not looking too nice. I think it should just have a line. Just, yeah, yeah, it looks better now. So the bottom one, give the bottom one enough space. Don't go and jam pack it the way I jam packed it to. You should have enough space. You get this place, it should have enough space. Let me just move it down
Okay
to,
now.
shouldn't just be jam packed the way I did it. Something like this. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, moving on. So we are still at the um, investigations. So you once you are done ordering and everything shows here, you click here, you see that investigation flow chart. You add a new investigation, you click on add, it adds, and it comes to this place. Then after the investigation, you have the imaging, the same thing. Then the next one is prescriptions. So I have prescription, so you can select a drug class. There are different drug class, so you select a drug class. When you select a drug class, all the generic medicine for that drug class will show up, and when you click, it shows here When you click, it shows here, and you can remove. Now there are some allergies. Let's say when you choose a drug, when you choose a drug, okay, can you hear?
Yes, I can hear that.
So when you choose a drug and the drug has constituents, let's say ampicillin. So you choose a drug and the drug has the constituent of the drug is ampicillin, and it checks in the patient's history that the patient has an allergy of ampicillin. We'll really look at how we can set this allergy thing so that it doesn't have to start looking at all the table to get an allergy. I think each patient should have his own uh, each patient should have his own. Don't worry, we'll discuss the back end later. Let's just move on with the front end, because I'm looking at it now. If it's storing all the patient's allergies in one table, that means if the hospital have 20,000 patients, it's going to look get the or it's going to get the allergy. Okay, I don't think it's going to waste any time. It won't waste time if you have the allergies in one table and the patient has no, it's going to waste time, because if you have all the patient allergies in one table, that means on a table you can be having like almost 100,000 allergy. And if the patient complains of a particular thing, is going to look through all those 100,000 table just to get an allergy? I think that is too much.
Like the allergy table, how you proposing that it will be stored? With patient ID not be added.
Yes, it's going to be. It's going to. I'm looking at having an table named allergy or patient allergies. There's going to be an allergy table. There's going to be patient allergies. So allergy table is going to contain the allergy, the individual allergies, and their code. Then the patient allergy is going to have patient name, allergy code, and you know that the patient allergy table is going to have more item because it's checking for all allergy from all the different patients. So going through those lengthy table just to get an allergy, I think is too much work for the server.
But he's just going to get where patient ID and allergy
It's
is.
getting weird now, but that weird means that it must loop through the entire thing to get that weird now. That's what happens in the background. When you say weird does not mean that it's still going to look at everything first. So get where ID is equals to 1. You've already given one statement. Select all first. You selected all first because you have to look through everything first. So that is time. You might not be noticing it when the patient is less than 100, but if you are not looking at a very large number, that's a lot though.
Okay.
Or what do you think? I'm just thinking. It's not that I'm concluding.
Yeah, I don't know really know which algorithm the where clause for SQL is used. But for me, I think that where clause, the algorithm it might be using will not have to. I don't know how, but I don't think it should have to loop
It,
through.
it must look through it. It must look through. It must go through everything. That is the only way it can get where. How can he find it?
There are
Just that.
different search algorithms.
Hmm?
I said there are different search algorithms that doesn't really look through everything in the table.
So how is he going to know where the thing? It's either that he store is it does he store it somewhere? No, I know it's memory. So probably maybe the where memory. I don't know. I don't. Let's leave it. Let's just leave that. When we get to the back end, we'll know what to do with it.
Okay.
So yeah, we know. So now, so when the patient has an allergy that that drug has, it will just alert this message: patient is allergic to constituents of this drug. So I think you should have two options. You should have two options. One is you should have two options, like either to continue or cancel.
That means on the drug table there is allergy.
Yeah, so we have to add the new column. We don't have it before those, but we'll add it.
Okay.
So what we are going to have is medicine constituent, active ingredient. We are going to add an active ingredient to the columns of the generic medicine, so that whenever they are setting it up, they will include it, so that it can alert. So let's give it a different color. So when you cancel, it's not going to bother continuing the thing, but when you proceed, it's going to add it here. But if it adds it here, it should still show you this yellow sign to indicate that it is allergic to that drug. Is I think we should kind of put a disclaimer. Hmm? I think there should be like a little disclaimer, like you can put a little disclaimer here, and then maybe give it this color, and then let's get something and put a question mark, and then maybe it's white color, so you can make it 6. So once you now hover around here, you should just patient is allergic to constituent of this drug. I think this makes more sense. So because if it's yellow, some person will not understand what's happening. So like that one now, common sense will tell them to come and see what's happening. Okay, so moving on. So you can remove all of them. So this disclaimer is only applicable to just this guy. So if you can't find the drug, you can add a new medicine when you add a new medicine, I think there is a new medicine. I think I showed you add new medicine now. Did I not show you? Eh? Hello, Jude.
Yes. I think it's at the top left. Right. So okay.
I don't think I showed you. I think what I showed you was add new test, not add new medicine.
Okay.
So I will add it subsequently. So there's going to be add new. So where you now select, it's just going to be something like this. So you have the so it's going to be something like this. So you have the medicine category, medicine name, uh, medicine name, IC snowmed city code. So it's going to be something like this, sha. So you add, so it can now add to the medicine. So we'll have the last thing, any other notes stroke instruction. So they can enter the thing, and I think that is it. So that is it. The only thing, let me see, let me just try and add it so that I don't forget. Okay. So add medicine. Add new medicine. So I have medicine name. No, medicine class. So this is going to be a select. Generic name. Generic name. So so I have the snowmed city code. Active ingredients. So the only thing compulsory here is the class and the medicine name. Oh, yeah. So that is all.
Designing for the Figma.
But we have a name safe. Well, let me just add a name. but you should be able, it's towards the bottom level. Let me just add a name to it. New
Okay. Let me check.
new consultation page. New consultation page. So look at it, study it. Don't just jump into the coding now. Study it, look at the back end, look at what we have currently, and then see if there's any adjustments that we did not put into consideration. So I'm going to compress this video because it's more than 1 hour and this is a lot of space now. So I'll compress it and I'll send it to you. Hello? Hello?